Hey there, real quick before we begin, you're about to watch a live stream, which means you're really kind of behind the scenes here because these lessons are usually watched in the archives, but you're here for the live taping of them. So if we mess up really bad, we're probably going to chop that out, but you're going to get to see all of our bloopers and mistakes. We'll also chop this off, so no one is going to see this part of the lesson but you. And because you're behind the scenes, you're probably going to ignore my instructions when I say, like, pause the video and go practice or whatever. You can if you want. It's just that everyone in the chat room then will be in different places in the video. That's fine. When you want to join us live again, go down to the bottom of the video, click on the live button, and that should take you straight to where we actually are now. So now here comes the part for everybody else. I'm really glad you're with us. The archives are fine, but my favorite is talking to you live. So see you in the chat room. Welcome back to KidsLearnPianoLive.com. My name is Jamin, and as you can tell from the countdown clock here, the lesson is about to begin. If this is your first time playing piano, welcome. I'm very excited for you. You're going to do great. Hopefully you already received from us the welcome packet in the mail, and maybe you even got started on the Absolute Beginners video pack to teach you the names and the notes and things like that. But if not, that's fine, you'll do great. I'll show you how to play all the notes. And if I'm going too fast for you, you can always pause the video or rewind it and go over the more difficult parts. You can always pause the video or rewind it and go over the more difficult parts. And even if you only learn a little bit of this song and you don't learn the whole thing, you'll still learn enough to help you build skills so you can learn other songs faster in the future. So jump in, give it a try. You're bound to end up at least a little bit better than you even are right now. Throughout the lesson, I may refer to Raffle Academy, and you can check out that link on the website if you want. Basically, it's a program that takes you all the way from learning the names of the notes, the very beginning, through 12 levels of classical and jazz music, through all the skills that you would need to become a professional pianist. So you would learn all the same stuff that you would learn if you're taking regular traditional piano lessons, probably plus a little bit more, but it takes about 5 to 10 years to complete. So you can just try out the first level, see if it's the kind of thing that you like, or if you just care about today's lesson and learning this song, then just ignore all those references and focus on today's lesson. If you're watching this at learnpianolive.com, there should be a PDF and an MP3 button right next to this video. The MP3 is a play-along track that you can use to practice more after the lesson, but a lot of students like to print out the PDF right now so they have it during the lesson. Careful, it could be up to like 30 pages, so just find the couple pages that you want and print those out. If you decide not to, that's fine. I'll show you all of the notes on screen as we go through it. And we will be going through 5 different levels of this song that all use the same play-along track. So even if you've never played piano before, you'll still be able to do level 1. And then as we go through level 2, 3, 4, and 5, then when we use that same play-along track, you just keep playing your same version. If you're watching this lesson in the archives and you have a question during the lesson, then feel free to click on that survey button. And at the end of the survey, there's a place for you to ask your question, and I will do my best to get back to you with the answer to that question. But if you're with us live as we're recording this today, then feel free to click on that chat button, and you can talk with all the other students who are logged in during the live lesson. And if you have a question about the lesson, then you can just go ahead and type that into the box that says, Ask Jamin a Question, and we will do our best to answer that question live in the lesson. All right, I think that's the end of the boring stuff. I'm ready to learn a song. Stay tuned at the end of the lesson and I'll show you how to win more points and earn more prizes next week. But for right now, let's get this party started. Welcome back to KidsLearnPianoLive.com. My name is Jamin, and this is the chat moderator, the incomparable Kendra.
Guess what? I can't smile properly with this
either.
mustache on.
I put it on weird, so
I know. I think it's actually crooked. Hang on. We gotta adjust.
Now it falls off. No,
yes.
Just no smiling. That's it. It's Haunted Mansion anyway. It should be all serious.
Yes. But guess what? I got to go swimming yesterday for the first time in forever.
Oh, yeah.
I went to my grandma's house, but we stayed like 6 feet apart or whatever.
You and your grandma?
Yeah.
Just because you don't like her? Or
no,
as the thing. Okay, I didn't know. I don't know. Maybe you got a new grandma.
I love my grandma.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
I'm aware.
But it was really fun. So
yeah, cool.
That was the whole point.
Fantastic.
But, yes.
Glad you can go swimming. Yeah, this is weird. Well, today we've got the song Luigi's Haunted Mansion, and I know Clawful's going to want us to get to it as soon as possible, but I also want to show you how this is going to sound like when we play it at full speed. So let's go ahead and try this thing with the full speed. It would sound something like this. And... We'll get to all of that. Let's first start with our first note, which should be an A. So in order to find an A, all you got to do is take any group of 3 black notes and take the middle note out of that group of 3 black notes. Like so these ones would work over here just as well. Don't pick these. That's a group of 2, group of 2. You don't want that. You have some group of 3 and find the middle note. Go ahead and play that one. And then you're going to drag it a little bit that direction. I'm going to call that up. And if you go a little bit up, then you'll land on an A every single time. Now I'm going to use this A here, but I would recommend that you use like the lowest A possible. So like down here, down here. The lower you go, the lower you pick your A, the creepier it's going to sound. So I'm going to pick this one instead of this one just because I don't like the high ones as much. And that's our first note. And we're going to say the word dumb out loud. Dumb. Now in this case, every time we say the word dumb, we're just like being the strings part of the song. So like there's a part that the guy sings that has really weird words, and then there's parts that's just like the strings that doesn't have any words. So this is the strings part, no words, and then this is also the strings part where you just play the A again. Now if we just count up our alphabet from A, we'd go A, B, C, D, E, and we land on an E right here, and that's the next one that we're gonna need. And this actually does have words here, but they're weird words. We're gonna say out loud da when we play the E, and then we need to go to an E flat, which is slightly different than an E. It's gonna be a little bit lower. So this is an E, and right here, that's an E flat. So we're gonna play E, and then E flat, and then we're gonna go back to the regular E, and that's what this symbol is all about. It means, I know you were just playing a different version of E, you were playing the lower version, but now we're gonna go back to the regular version of E. So E, E flat, E. That's those ones, and we're gonna say the words out loud. Da, ma. Da, ma. Okay, cool. So we have 2 A's, dum, dum, da, ma. The exact same thing is going to happen again, except this time we're going to have 3 A's instead of 2. So this time we had 1, 2 A's, and then we're going to play the exact same thing, even with that part right there with the E, E flat, E. But this time we're going to have 1, 2, 3 A's. So we're going to have dum, ya, ma. So the exact same thing, but with 3 A's instead of just 2 A's. And then we're into the main part of the song. But first, let's try this thing with the track just that much, with the 2 A's, and then the E, E flat, E. And then we're gonna try it with 3 A's, and then E flat, E, E flat, E. And make sure you pause and practice the video wherever you need to so you can play your version along with us. Play all the notes that you can. Don't worry about the ones that you missed. Let's go. 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Dum. Dum, da, ma, dum, dum, ya, ma. And we landed on an E right there, and we're just gonna reuse that same E 4 times in a row while we say E, ya, ha, hum. Cool. Super weird words. We're gonna go down to a C, which is 2 notes down. So from after we play that one, we're gonna skip over a note and go right to that C right there. So we're gonna play a C and then back to E. So 4 E's and then a C and right back to E. Now, these 2 notes right here, we're gonna play those same notes for the next section, except both of them are gonna be down what we call a half step. So we're gonna take both of these to the next note over. If we took this one to the next note over, it'd be this one right here. And if we took this one to the next note over, it'd be right there. So now we're gonna play these 2 right here. So we start out with these, and then we're gonna play these. And just playing these back and forth, that's kind of creepy sounding anyway. So we're gonna play E, 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 C, E, and then this one is called an E flat, like we talked about before, and this one is called a B. Cool. So those are our 2 notes right there. The E flat and the B are kind of like the E and the C. They're just 1 note over. So ba 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 bum 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 bum. And then after we play that, then we just need to move. Instead of using these 2 notes, we're going to use these 2 notes right here for this next section. D, 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 B, D. And if you feel like this is going too fast for you, then you probably need to pause the video, maybe rewind a little bit and watch some of that section again, because there's a lot to remember here. Too much for the speed that we're going. So these are the ones that we're going to use right here. And then we switch it to those. Sorry, those. And then we switch it to those. Those are kind of our 3 groups of notes. Bum, 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 bum. Now I switch to these 2. Bum, bum. Then I switch to these 2. Bum, 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 bum. And then for the last section right here, actually, before we get there, let's just try to get up to that with the track. Make sure you're pausing the video and practicing for as long as you need to, so you can play all of these notes, and then we're gonna try it together. Everybody playing their own version. Play the notes that you can, and don't worry about the rest. Just skip over any notes you missed. Let's go. And a 2, and a 1, 2, 3, 4. Dum, dum, da, ma, dum, ya, ma, ya, ha, hum, and then these 2 D's with a B, ya, ha, hum, Cool. So this next section right here is gonna happen right after that D, 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 B, D. Then we're gonna go down 1 note to C, and then we got another weird flat and then natural thing going on again. All right, this will be our last time through. Let me show you the rest of the notes real quick. Actually, it's not that bad. We're already almost done with the song, so don't tell Clapple though. So we're gonna play the C, and then a B flat, and then a B. So C, and then B flat, and then B, and then all the way down to an E, which is gonna be skipping over 3 notes right there. So skip over all 3 of those notes, and go down to that E, and then after that, it's just gonna repeat the same stuff. E, 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 C, E, E flat, B, and then D, 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 and the only new part is this right here, and I can show you this pretty quickly. I think even Clapple will be able to wait through this thing. So, right here we've got, this one's a C, and all we're gonna do is play C, and go up 1 note, and go up 1 note, and then come straight down, 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 down. That's all of the notes. So it goes from C, up to E, and all the way down to A. Ma, ma, ma. So if you start on that C, up 2 notes, down 4 notes. The end. Let's try that with the track from the beginning. Make sure you're pausing and practicing the video wherever you need to, and let's try this all together. 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Down. And the exact same thing for the beginning. And then the last line. Walking up from the C, and then walking straight down to the A. That's all of the notes. We will practice those more on level 2, 3, and 4, and 5. But for right now, Kendra, tell us about our weekly activity.
This week is note value dice, and you just cut out the dice and tape them together so you can test yourself on the note values. And tag Learn Piano Live when you post a picture on Facebook or Instagram for 150 bonus points from our mascot penguin Clapple.
Yeah, so work hard on that one, but I'm told my voice sounds really weird right now, so we'll be right back in just a second. Let's see if I can fix my voice. All right, so that should be better audio. Let me know if it still sounds weird. Let me know in the chat room, but that should be better. Okay, cool. So that's all of those notes, and we already did the weekly activity, which means it's time for our feature of the week, which is no, really quick. Higher and lower. So here's how this one works. I'm going to play you 2 notes, and you have to tell me which one was higher and which one was lower. So most people just like say higher, lower, or lower, higher in the order of these 2 notes. So let me show you. The notes that are up here, these are going to be higher notes, and the notes that are down here, these are going to be lower notes. So if I played like this, then that would have been a higher note to a lower note. But be careful, because it can be tricky, because sometimes they're both high notes, like these ones right here. So those are both high, but you would say higher, lower, because it went from a higher note to a lower note. So Kendra's going to take away the keys here so you can't see any of this. Ooh, yeah. All right.
Am I joining?
Yeah,
Can
join
I
us.
join?
You may join. Okay, so then here's our two notes. You're going to tell me higher or lower for these ones right here. So I'll play those again. What do you think, Kendra?
The second one is lower.
Yeah,
right?
so it was a higher
Okay.
note and then a lower note. Good job. Good job. So what about these ones right here? Guessing along at home. See if you can get more of these right than Kendra does. What do you think, Kendra?
Well, I'm very focused on my mustache that keeps like
I am
slipping
too.
down.
Every
but
time I smile, it hurts.
I know, me too. I'm like, okay. The second one is higher.
I think the second one is higher. Yes, we're going from a
Okay.
lower note to a higher note. Good job. So our last two here are going to be these ones right here. These are going to be really tough because they're really close together. Oof. Okay, what do you think?
I think the second one is
We
lower.
went from a slightly higher note to a slightly
That's
lower note.
crazy.
Yeah. So those are pretty tough. If you got any of those, great job. And if not, that's cool. We'll just move on. It's time for Mailbag.
If you'd like to win an extra 750 points by being the Mailbag winner, just fill out the survey at the end of the lesson or send us a message anytime during the week using the contact button at the top of the page.
And this week is from CC Barrico 4. It says, Dear Jamin, what is the next music lessons in a box song? So that's actually going to be 2 weeks out because this next week is going to be Mother's Day, so there's no lesson on Mother's Day. So go hang out with your mom and tell her that you love her. And then we're going to play the song How Lucky You Are from the Dr. Seuss musical called Seussical. So that one's going to be a whole lot of fun. And hopefully we'll have some really zany costumes and stuff. So if you have any Dr. Seuss stuff, make sure you bring that to that lesson and you'll be getting some stuff in the mail too. So that'll be pretty cool. And now it's time for a little bit of secret information.
Secret information.
And this week's secret information. Shh, don't make fun of me. In our top secret folder is the word chromaticisms. Try that on your own. Chromaticisms. Chromaticisms. Here's how chromaticisms work. So chromaticisms are just like little tiny movements. So like the secret information theme song or anything else that's like super creepy sounding usually has a lot of notes that are really close to each other. In fact, if you could give me some keys here, I'll show people like some chromaticisms here. It's just like when we're playing that thing on this song that has those notes and then they move just a little tiny bit and then a little tiny bit and a little tiny bit and a little tiny bit. Any song that you've ever heard that's really super creepy always has a lot of chromaticisms in it. So it's not like in the key or whatever. They're like not normal movements that you would have on the piano. They're just like notes that are really close to each other and then big leaps. Let me show you. In fact, if you want to go to the full keyboard here, let me show you, like, this is not a real song. I'm just going to make this up by using big leaps and then little tiny movements called chromaticisms. Check this out. So if I was to just play like this. Like it sounds like a regular, like creepy song, like something you would hear in like a movie or something like that. That's because it's got big random leaps and then little tiny chromaticisms. So chromaticisms, that's what makes all these songs, all the Haunted Mansion songs, sound so haunted and mansion-y. Now, let's find out who won the raffle. congratulations. Let us know what prize it is that you want. Let's go to level 2.
Transitioning to level 2. This may be confusing to level 1 students, so please continue to practice the level 1 version, or visit learnpianolive.com/level 2 for a detailed explanation on how to level up.
So sadly, the lesson preview has come to an end, and it's time to say goodbye to everyone watching the free streams. Of course, paying subscribers at learnpianolive.com can continue watching this lesson and several hundred others like it in the archives. So come on over and check us out. And if you like what you saw, at least like and subscribe, and then tell your friends to head on over to learnpianolive.com to start enjoying